Ahorita me hacemos.
Wow, mira, papá, se pueden hacer figuras.
Wow. Paula, te la voy a tener que guardar porque te la
Verás
vas
la
a
bebé lo
comer todo.
que
Hello, teacher.
Hi. What was the problem?
Hello.
Good afternoon.
To be, good afternoon. To be honest, I don't know what is the issue because I have the link, but I don't know if it was the correct because I take it because I want to connect in my computer, not in my cell phone, and I send the link to the my personal email, and after I try to connect and maybe there is the issue because I starting to ask me for passwords, for the ID, etc. And I say, wow, this is different because not in when I use Zoom, it's not common that ask me for the ID for the meeting or something like that.
Okay.
But well, now
I
it's okay
was
with.
opening WhatsApp because I was trying to send you a new one, but then I'm glad that you could open it because WhatsApp, like to open in my computer, is too slow and it takes me like 5 minutes sometimes to open, but well, now we're here. Okay, Manuel, let me ask you, did you have time to watch the video I shared with you about the last class?
To be honest, teacher, this week was a very, very stressful week to me until today because I finished my work at 2 p.m. This is why I am attending the class today. But no,
Okay.
I didn't see the video. But for sure, maybe the strategy is about to talk about the same topics that Eric to have the same context. We can go like that, or I don't know what was the topic from the last class.
The topic it is the same. It's gonna be the same topic for all the unit, talking about celebrities, but we were talking about tag questions. And actually today we are going to see like the grammar of them. In last class, what we had, it was more of listening, and we had like a preview of what we are going to see today. So basically, let's see that the only thing you missed was like the part of the practice of the listening part, but because of the grammar thing, we're just gonna start today.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. And it says question tags. This is a very, very common type of questions we use in English. And it says in here, Daddy, can I watch TV? This is like the question the kid is asking to his dad. And it says, but you haven't done your homework yet, have you? Nope. Okay. Then the answer is no, do your homework and then you watch TV. Okay, so notice something. If you look at this sentence, the first part is just a normal sentence, an affirmative sentence. And here we have a little question, and it's a very little question because I only have 2 words. I just have an auxiliary verb, which is have, and a subject, and that's it. And that's all I need in this type of questions, an auxiliary verb and a subject. Unless it is a negative sentence, so then I'll have to add the negative part, right? But have you used this type of sentences?
No, I don't think so. I don't identify in my mind that I used in the past.
Okay, so good. Perfect, because we're gonna learn something new. It says in here, question tags are many questions we add to the end of a sentence that are negative and positive questions. For example, here, you're from Japan, aren't you? You didn't understand, did you? Okay, so I want you to notice something. It says in here, in question tags, we repeat the auxiliary verb, but we change it from positive to negative or vice versa. What does it mean? If you look at this sentence, the first part of the sentence is just an affirmative sentence. You're from Japan. If I tell you this, it's because I feel sure, because maybe someone told me, because I'm looking at you and I have that feeling, or for any reason you consider. But since I'm not 100% sure because I haven't asked you, I need to confirm. So to confirm it, I'm gonna use a tag question. You're from Japan, aren't you? And then you're gonna tell, oh yes, I am, or no, I'm not, or whatever, right? You didn't understand. This is an this is a negative sentence, but it's trying to confirm. You didn't understand, did you? Probably if I say this, you didn't understand, is because I'm seeing the kid having some troubles, or because he's asking to someone else for help, or something like that. So since the student, in this case of the sentence in the picture, since the student hasn't asked me, the teacher, anything, so I'm gonna go and try to confirm. You didn't understand, did you? So if you see here, the affirmative first part of the sentence, then the tag question is going to be negative. If the first part of the sentence is negative, the tag question is going to be affirmative. And I am going to use exactly the same verb tense for the tag question. For example, here I'm using the verb to be. I'm going to use the verb to be. Here I'm using didn't. Here I'm going to use did. If, for example, I don't have a verb to be, it says, for example, oh, you play soccer, don't you? You play soccer. Play soccer is simple present. I need to identify what is the auxiliary verb that helps me to do, well, that helps me to make questions or in negative sentences in the present simple, and that is a don't or do. So since I'm going to ask it in present, I'm going to use do. Let's see more examples. In question tags, we repeat the auxiliary verb, but change it from positive to negative or vice versa. For example, you've seen that movie, haven't you? Jane can speak French, can she? We went to Disneyland last year, didn't we? Peter and Saul get here soon, won't they? You like peppers, don't you? So if you see here, I'm using the present perfect. So I'm going to take the same auxiliary verb to the question. This is affirmative. The tag question is going to be negative. Here I have a negative, can't speak French. So I'm going to change it into positive, but with the same auxiliary verb, can. Here I don't have auxiliary verbs, but I have past tense. So I know that the auxiliary verb that helps me in the past is did. But since the sentence is affirmative, then I'm going to use didn't. Peter and Saul get soon. I'm using will. So it means that I'm going to use will in the tag question. But since it is affirmative, I will use a negative, won't. You like peppers, don't you? And if you see what I need to use here, I need to use a contracted form of the negative ones. For example, haven't, didn't, won't, don't. For this type of tag questions, I don't say will not, or did not we, will not they, do not you. So it's better to use a contracted form. For the example, for I am, there is a special usage for the question tag. Aren't I? Am I working tomorrow? I am working tomorrow, sorry. I am working tomorrow, aren't I? I am sitting here, aren't I? But for I'm not, look at this. When the affirmative sentence I'm asking, or the affirmative part I'm asking to myself, but out loud, I'm going to use aren't I in the negative one. But if the original sentence is a negative, so then I'm going to use in the tag question the positive use of am I? I'm not a bad person. Am I? I'm not allowed to take pictures. Am I? But if the tag question is negative, I'm going to use aren't. Okay? Are you with me? Do you have any question? Am I going too fast, or it's all good?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not too. I think it's not too complicated.
No, actually no. It is easy, especially because we're using the same auxiliary verbs as in the sentences before the tag question. Now it says if the main verb of the sentence is be, there is no auxiliary verb. Simply change be from positive to negative or vice versa. For example, he's from Brazil, isn't he? I'm wrong, aren't I? The game's finished, isn't it? So again, when am I going to use this type of questions? Okay, when I want to confirm something that I probably knew, or that I probably expected, or that I probably thought about. Let's say, I don't know, if I tell you, oh, you were very busy this week, Manuel. Weren't you? See, it's like, I mean, for example, let's see another example. Eddie couldn't enter today's class because he was driving, wasn't he? So it's just something that I think, and I need to confirm it with a tag question. If the sentence is in present simple or past simple tenses, there are no actual verbs in the part of the sentence before the question tag. In these sentences, we need to use do, does, or did in the question tags. For example, Michelle loves kids. Michelle, so then I'm going to use doesn't, because if the first part is affirmative, so then I'm going to use doesn't, because I need to make a negative in the tag question, and it will be with doesn't, because I'm talking about her, which is a she, and need to modify the action verb, right? You came to school early this morning, didn't you? He wanted to try Korean food, didn't he? I look good in this dress, don't I? So basically, how can I make this type of sentences again? Just make your sentence however you want to make it in the tense you want to make it. And to make that a question, take the tense of the original sentence and use the auxiliary verb that corresponds to that verb tense. And use the subject to the person you're asking about. If you're talking about him, so then use he. If you're talking about you, so then use you. If you're talking about her, so then use she. Note the meaning of yes and no when replying to a negative sentence. For example, she isn't here already, is she? Oh, yes, she's already here. Oh no, she isn't here. You haven't been to Africa, have you? Oh yes, or no. So we just need a yes or no, and that's it. Michael can swim very well, can he? Oh yes, or no. Now let's look again to this usage. The meaning of a tag question depends on the intonation used when saying it. Rising intonation. If you use a rising intonation in the question tag, the meaning is you are not sure and are checking with the listener. For example,
you haven't eaten breakfast yet, have you? He's from China, isn't he? She likes sushi, doesn't she?
okay, so I repeat, when am I gonna use it? When the meaning is you are not sure. You're not sure about this information, so you're checking. That's why you're using the tag question. Following intonation, then we have another pitch, another intonation. If you use a following intonation, the speaker is not checking at all. This means talk to me or agree with me. This is a very popular way of making conversation. For example,
the weather is terrible today, isn't it? The children aren't sleeping, are they? You have something to say, don't you?
okay, so in this part, if you see, when you're not sure and you're checking, you want to confirm, it's like you make the question, like the tone of the question, have you? Isn't he? Doesn't she? And when you just want the other person to agree with you, it just say it like, oh, the weather is terrible today, isn't it? It's like more like you just want the approvement of the other person. The children are sleeping, are they? You have something to say, don't you? It's like just to make conversation, as it says in here, a popular way of making conversation. Okay. So basically what changes the meaning of the tag question is that if you need to know, if you want to confirm, if you need to check, or if you just want to start a conversation. Now, tell me, do you have any question or something that you would like to ask about this topic?
No, for this topic, it's okay. It's clear. It's like how you say, it's like a sample, and only to see what is when can I use, because it depends of the, for sure it depends on the context and depend of if I have doubts or not. In terms, for example, if I like the teacher was busy 1 hour before, wasn't
Yes, yes,
wasn't
yes.
she?
Wasn't
Okay,
she?
wasn't
Very
she?
good. Like that. So remember, this is actually it's a very, very popular and common type of questions because we're most of the time, well, when we're having conversations or we're expecting something, we need to confirm or we need to check things. So this is a very common way to ask what's going on, what happened. Okay, let's go to the exercise I'm gonna share with you. And let's see if it is clear that if you said that it is clear for you, I believe you. I really think that it is clear. So, but sometimes when we're practicing, it could be maybe sometimes confusing. So that's why we are going to open it. It's already shared with you. Oh, let me see what's this track about.
1. We should talk in private, shouldn't we?
Wait. Okay, no, that part is not yet. Okay, so it says, write the question tags for the following sentences. So I have the sentence. I need to make the question tag. And remember that to make that question tag is very easy because you just need the auxiliary and the subject. And well, identify if the sentence is affirmative, the tag is going to be negative. If the sentence is negative, the tag is going to be affirmative, right? For example, you should study more, shouldn't you? He's a politician, isn't he? So in here one, this one, you're just confirming with you need the approval of the other person. And in here one, you need to check if the person actually needs it or not. But that is just part of the intonation because the structure is exactly the same. Okay, let's do letter A together. It says, you're going home now.
Aren't you?
Very good. Aren't you? Here I have it affirmative, so I need to make it negative. Okay, I'll give you time for you to do it by your own. Answer please the first part of the exercise and then I'll be back with you to see and check your answers, okay?
Yeah, only remember me the unit.
It's the unit 10, no, 11.2, question text.
11.
2, question text.
For listening.
No,
for what?
question text, it's in grammar.
Question text, grammar, okay.
Okay, so answer the first part till the letter N and let me know when you finish so we can check it. I'm gonna mute myself and turn off my camera.
Yeah, sure.
So I won't, so it'll be easier for you to answer in that. You won't be uncomfortable. Let me know when you finish, please. Okay, perfect. Hi, Manuel.
Nope.
Do you mind if I have the camera off?
For me, it's okay. As you want.
Okay, yeah, I'll turn it on later on. Okay, so it says
Okay.
in here, letter B, and it says he won't be honest. What?
Will he?
Very good. Letter C, we don't care about gossip.
Don't we? Yes, do we?
Do we? Very good. Do we? Letter D says, you haven't changed your appearance.
Have you?
Excellent. Letter E, he adopted a child.
Didn't he?
Very good. Letter F, they have to hurry.
Don't they?
Excellent. Yeah, because remember here, it's used as a verb, right? Not as the auxiliary. So very good identifying this. Letter G, we don't have to work out tonight.
Don't we?
Again, please.
Do we, sorry.
Do we? Mhm. Letter H, he's focusing on his career too much.
Isn't he?
Excellent. Letter I, I'm in trouble.
Aren't I?
Excellent, very good. Letter J, he doesn't live in a mansion.
Does he?
Good. Letter K, the musician's talent is impressive.
Isn't it?
Excellent. Letter L, the car is blue.
Isn't it?
Mhm. Letter M, the door isn't open.
Is it?
Mhm. And letter N, you can speak
you?
French. Very good.
Can't you?
Can't you? Good job. So then it was for sure a piece of cake of you because you did excellent. So now let's practice a little more. And it says, listen to the sentences and decide if the intonation goes up or down. Do you remember about this part?
Mm,
If it
yes.
goes up, it's because it's actually an interrogative. And if it is down, it's just you just need to agree, right? Let's go real quick here. And it says, if it is up, it means that the person is not sure and wants to check. And if it goes down, it's just a way to agree with the other person. Well, just to have the approval of your comment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So here we have many. We have the letter M. I'll play it, so pay attention, okay?
Okay.
1. We should talk in private, shouldn't we? 2.
He's coming, isn't he?
3. We can help, can't we? 4.
He's sleeping, isn't he?
5. I'll get sick, won't I? 6.
We should start, shouldn't we?
7. The school is closed, isn't it? 8.
This is cool, isn't it?
9. I'm right, aren't I? 10.
He doesn't listen, does he?
11. You went to the library, didn't you? 12.
He's from Mexico, isn't he?
13. They don't like fish, do they? 14.
I'm not late, am I?
Did you get them?
I think yes.
Okay.
I think.
So let's go. I'll show you the answers. and I want you to confirm, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, here we are. So look at the first 4. Did you get them correct?
Oh, well, maybe I have some mistake in the instruction because I imagine that will be start one by one and to put down and up together because I didn't answer by myself. In the plans form, I didn't answer by myself. I only listening and I move it and I say this is down, this is up, but maybe
Okay,
I
but you
confused.
didn't write anything.
No,
It's okay then.
maybe it's okay. Stop on D. I will answer E at least after D to
Okay,
to
so you tell me when
prove
you're
my
ready.
to prove my hypothesis
Uh-huh.
hypothesis because I think I have some rule there.
Okay, you tell me when you're ready.
Ready, teacher. Will you check?
Excellent. So now check the first 4, please.
Is difficult because I have a two screen to try to see my answer and the answer. Okay. Now the letter E, I start on letter E.
Okay.
I will see, I put for E is down. Okay, down. After I put is if I will read my answer because it's difficult to
Yeah,
start in
okay,
one.
okay. And I'll
And
confirm it.
you told me on stop when I have mistake.
Okay,
Letter E, down,
good.
up.
Very good.
G is down,
Uh-huh.
H up
It's down.
is down.
Uh-huh.
This because I put this is cool, isn't it? Or what is the correct one? Isn't it or
The first way you say it is actually down. No, sorry. The way to be down, it would be, this is cool, isn't it? It's like more like that, right?
like a flat? Like a flat?
But then it says, this is cool, isn't it? It's like she wants to see if the other person
Okay.
actually thinks, like the other person thinks that.
Okay.
Okay, letter I.
Letter I up.
Uh-huh.
Letter J down.
Good.
Letter K up
Down.
is down too.
Mhm.
Okay. You want the letter A. Okay.
L.
If you can, could you if you put
Yeah.
again the audio, please? Maybe you can be.
Yeah, but what about if we
Yes.
finish checking this and then I'll play it again so you just can
Okay.
like reconfirm.
Okay. The K is down. Okay.
L.
The L is up.
Uh-huh.
M down
It's up.
is up. Okay. And N down.
It's up too.
Okay. Okay.
But let me play it again and then we can confirm it. Okay.
Okay.
1. We should talk in private, shouldn't we?
2. He's coming, isn't he?
3. We can help, can't we? 4.
He's sleeping, isn't he?
5. I'll get sick, won't I? 6.
We should start, shouldn't we?
7. The school is closed, isn't it? 8.
This is cool, isn't it?
9. I'm right, aren't I? 10,
He doesn't listen, does he?
11, you went to the library, didn't you? 12,
He's from Mexico, isn't he?
13, they don't like fish, do they? 14,
I'm not late, am I?
Okay, so did you get it?
Yeah, yes. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
perfect.
How
Well-
can I, for example, when I will talk with this tag,
Uh-huh.
how can identify is up or down to avoid give the same?
Okay, there are two ways of identify it. First of all, because of the context. If you are
Okay.
talking about something that you know the person is unsure about, it is probably up, right? And if it is just a normal conversation about random things, nothing really important, it could be more like down. For example, let me use both with you. If I tell you, you didn't finish your homework, did you? This is up or down?
Up.
Up, very good. And then if I say, it's really hot, isn't it? You see?
I identify like a up too.
Really? Okay, probably was me then. Okay,
Maybe.
I'll try again. Okay. Let's see. Let me think of another question. Okay.
Yeah, because I sorry, because maybe I have in the mind like when isn't he? It's kind of like you are
Yeah.
asking about something to me directly, or another is because it's by myself or by me, and the other one is the school is closed, isn't it?
Yeah, and actually, as I said, well, you could identify because of that. If it is a real question, probably the person will also make his face like interrogative. I don't know if you get me. And then when
Yeah.
it's just like more like a casual conversation or a casual comment, it's more relaxed. But what was I gonna tell you? Oh, I forgot what I was gonna tell you. Oh yeah, that both of them are questions at the end. Even though one is down and the other one is up, both are question. So the isn't
yeah.
part, it's gonna have like a little up pitch, but
Mhm.
it probably makes the difference with the ending. It's like, isn't he more like up? He's from, let me read this one. But all of them are up. For this one, let's say that if I tell, oh, you went to the library, didn't you? It's more like, I saw you and I have the idea that you went, so I just want to confirm, like, I just want you to agree with me. Oh, you went to the library, didn't you? It's more like, didn't you? More, it's not that, how can I say? It's not that noticeable, or it's not that, how would I explain it? Do you get me? It's not like, and then let me read one of these that is up. Like if I tell you, oh, he's from Mexico, isn't he? Like, I don't know, probably it's me. Let's see, let's read it. Let's listen to this once again, because the first one is up. No, the first one is down, and then the second one is up. So let's listen the first two.
One, we should talk in private, shouldn't we?
It's like, oh, we should talk in private, shouldn't we? It's like,
Yes.
is it
There's like
okay
a-
if we
because-
continue like that?
Because I see something that he don't use like a shouldn't we? No, don't use like that because it's like a shouldn't we? Because
it's more read like
it's
that,
like
right?
a no question, not ask me nothing at the end.
Just the structure. Let's go with the B one.
2, he's coming, isn't he?
You got it. So that's like the key part, right? If it is up, it's gonna be more the tone of it, the pitch of it, more as a question, as an interrogative. And if it is just like down, it is just read as a sentence, as a random sentence, not necessarily interrogative, right?
Okay.
Well, now it says, read the situations and then write question tag asking the listener to agree with you. Use the word in blue in your question talk. So we have in here in blue the verb we're gonna use. So we just have to identify the verb tense this conversation is taking place and take the auxiliary verb, right? And well, complete it. For example, this is the context, and it says it's snowing outside. You and your friend were thinking about driving to the store. But now, because it's snowing, you think driving in the snow will be too dangerous. So you're suggesting them. So then you're gonna say, we shouldn't drive in the snow, should we? Next context says, you are, sure, oh no, never mind. This is not an interrogative, right? It's just like, never mind. Forget what I said, never mind, don't worry. Letter A, it says, you are at a coffee shop with your friend. You are looking at a menu and find that the prices in this coffee shop are quite high. So then remember just to start your sentence with an affirmative structure. This coffee shop is expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's do letter B is also answered. Never mind. Oh my God, I was with the option of showing answers. Okay, well, I'm sorry, it's Friday and I actually had a lot of job too, and I'm kind of distracted today.
Yeah, understand.
You said that you are also a teacher?
Yes, after this class, I will have 2 hours of remote.
Or really? But online?
Yes, online.
Okay.
Yeah. Only I have some presential classes on Thursday, 6 to 8 on Thursday, but because in laboratory in the university.
Oh,
but
you work
the
in the
reason
university. Okay. And what
Yeah,
is
sure.
the subject to teach?
For laboratory is fluid it's a technical word, is fluid transport
Okay.
materials. And then this is for the laboratory. For currently, after this hour, I will give it's about transportation of material of I don't know what is the correct word to say, transporte de materia.
Okay. I don't even know either. It's because I don't
Yeah,
understand that much about engineering. So. But it's some
Yeah.
engineer, right?
Yes, it's for engineering. Then yes, it's for
Okay.
chemical engineer.
So you have been a teacher like for years, or this is your first time experience?
No, I have around 4 years and a half.
Oh, nice. Do you like it?
teaching. Yes, I like it. This at the beginning, always all my life, I give some opportunity to take these kind of classes. But for example, I started to be a teacher like in the elementary school with different programs of the elementary after in the university, and pay me for
Elementary?
hours. Yeah, elementary is the
Like the
yeah, it's
level?
elementary. Sorry?
The level of education, like elementary school, or elementary, the level of engineering thing?
No. When I talking about the elementary school, the level of elementary school.
Oh, and what did you
Until-
teach there? Like something of computers, something like that?
For computers?
Or no?
No. I when I say that because you asked me about if I like to be teacher with that or
Yes.
why, is that I say yes, because until when I was in elementary school,
Oh,
I
since
started
you were.
like
Since
since
you were.
since I was there in the elementary school, I starting with different with my partners, with my partners or classmates, starting to teach the I remember what is the name of materia in English is
Subject.
asignature with the subject or with the subject. And after in the university, the university give me some like a program for 10 or 15 hours per week, like like a help to the other students, but
Oh.
they pay me at the university.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
used to have the same. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was very good for that, and helped me with this kind of like a hobby, because at the beginning of when I started the university, I had the idea to be a teacher,
Okay.
but after I decided to change, and I say, well, maybe it's better to have an engineering, and after to be a teacher will be more easy. And
Yeah,
this is
and
the
actually, and yes, and actually being a teacher is like, if you want to live from it, you need to have more than one job, to be honest. So
yeah,
yeah,
I
you
know.
can have it as a second, as plan B. So it's good.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, this is now that I am doing, because I have my job for like an engineer,
Uh-huh.
but I
It's
take
because you
always
like.
the door open, because we don't know in the private sector you can lose the job, whatever, anyway, decide something, or something like that, or the pandemic situation, for example. COVID was of the external situation that a lot of people, around 60% of the people, was cured, or like stop the, what is despidos, or what is the correct word?
Fired.
Fired.
Fired. Uh-huh.
Okay, fired to do this low level of production, and always we are with this risk, and I think this is a good opportunity to, if I have in this condition in the future, I hope no, but we
Yeah, of course.
we never know.
Yeah.
We have this possibility, because at the end, to be teacher is very, we can
Comfortable.
say, yeah, comfortable or stable, like that.
Uh-huh.
It's
But
more
yeah,
stable.
in what university do you teach?
In Itson is the name.
Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, so cool. That's good that you are the experience, and as you said, I also work in university, and I really like it because it's way better to work with adults than with kids.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm also a teacher of middle school, and actually I like it. I like it, but I have to admit that it's kind of hard to deal, because you're not just teaching, you are also like taking care of them and controlling them, and it's hard, because in university at the end, well, students are there because they want to. So of course
Suppose.
there are always like one or two or maybe three students who are just there because they were forced, but
Mhm.
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
most of them are there because they like it and they want it. And especially in my case, that I teach English, most of the students take like seriously my subject, because they know that if they don't pass English, they won't get title, right? So they don't want to deal with it at the end. So
Mm.
they're good.
Yeah, understand. How many years do you have like a teacher?
Well, I started when I was studying, because I'm a teacher. I studied BA in English teaching. So when I was in the career, I was in this program, as you said, and they paid me. I don't remember the amount, but I remember that it was like every semester they gave me like a check, and then
Yes.
I don't exactly remember the amount, but it wasn't that much, but it was good because I was a student. So it was
Yeah.
very welcome. So, well, I was in that program working. Then I started working in an elementary school, and that elementary school also had middle school and also had a kindergarten. So I was the teacher of the 3 levels in different hours. Then I moved
Okay.
here to Hermosillo, and I work in the middle school, and then I got a job in Vizcaya. I think there's a Vizcaya in Oregon too.
Yes. So.
And I'm working in Vizcaya. Then I also work in the ITH here. And then I'm currently working in Vizcaya in the middle school, and Gabriela offered me this opportunity, and I decided to take it because I like it, and it's very comfortable because I'm at home. So I didn't see any trouble working with it, but probably the time is that thing that sometimes, well, I have so many things to do, but well, I always figure it out. So we don't have that much time left, Manuel. I don't know if you want me to, because you have class at 6, you said, right?
Yes, right. Yes.
So I don't want you like to feel pressure because of the time. If I assign you the homework or something, we're gonna continue in that exercise next class, okay?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Sure. At the end, I think we'll be continue on Tuesday at 7.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, at the end, I finish my class at 7. I will continue after with you on next Tuesday.
Okay, how many days do you have classes? Like, do you give classes
All the week.
all week, every day?
Yeah, all the week is around. It's not too much hour because I finish my job around 6 p.m. every day around, except this week, because this week I skip all the hours in the university and I try to send a lot of emails with my with my class alumnus. What is the say alumnus?
Students?
I forget. Yeah,
Don't worry, don't worry.
with all my students, give me to say so sorry because I have issues in my company and a lot of pressure, and I starting to end the job around 9 p.m. Nothing to do to stop the job until 9 p.m. But yes, it's normally I starting to do at least 1 hour per day in the university. Now we have 8 hours in total for that. Some days it's for 2 hours, and the other was in one and one is 1 hour on Monday, 1 hour on Tuesday, 1 hour on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, and 2 today. This is
Okay.
yes,
So
it's 7.
I can't imagine how much work you have to do because you have to plan your classes and also do your things for your
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
your place of work, and oh my god, it's a lot. Well, that is one of the advantages of working online, that sometimes when
Yeah.
it is like face to face, it's even harder because you need to drive to get to that place.
Correct.
And sometimes the times it's like they don't fit. And
Yeah,
what else
correct.
was I gonna ask you? Is it like, are you there like by contract, or you are like?
No, I am only like auxiliary. And then it's a
Okay.
contract. Every semester I sign a contract, and that's it. Yeah, because to be like a official or like a I don't know how to say in English, but it's like a permanent contract.
Uh-huh.
It's very difficult. In each one, we need to have at least PhD, at least
Okay.
to have the contract, the permanent contract.
Yeah. But well, as you said, since this is just like an extra thing you do, it's good, right? It's enough.
Yeah. Then it's like how I say this, like a
Like
open the
hobby.
door.
Mhm.
They open the door because if in the future something happened, to have at least some money before to get another job, for example, something like that.
I
Never
heard a
stop.
baby crying. You said that you have a kid, right?
Yes, I have a baby from with 1 year old.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's the good thing that he's a little kid, so probably later on, you will have more time, and you won't need to have, I don't know, that much time working, and it will be better for you to spend time with him. Do you work on
Yeah,
the
sure.
weekends?
On weekends,
Uh-huh.
I will start this week because starting the semester, I need to prepare the classes. But yes, yeah, I know. I completely understand that I need to dedicate time to my son. This is why it's sometimes difficult, or I need to play with him, and after stop that they sleep and starting to job after that he sleep, because I need to spend
Yeah.
time with him.
I also
But yes,
have a daughter, so I feel you. I feel you.
and after, because now I starting again learning English with my personal goals for these 6 months, for example. But in parallel, for tomorrow, for example, I get an opportunity that I think was not a good decision that I take it 6 weeks ago, because starting with French classes,
Oh my
and
God.
6 hours of French classes from tomorrow around is 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh
But
my
I say,
God.
well, I take it because the original plan was to start on February, but have this opportunity very cheap, and okay, I say yes, but I say, well, it was not a good decision to say yes, because the classes for the university, the English currently that I am
Yeah.
not totally attended, that I am deceptioned by me because I didn't spend the time that I wanted. But I think this is for this week, or this week and the next one. Between I organize again my time, my times again, my times.
Your
So
schedule.
yes,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course, that you will be able to change it. I'm pretty sure of it, but that it's gonna be probably tiring. It will. It's
yeah,
gonna be, but at the end, we are adults and that's what we do.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Okay,
Well,
thank you,
thank you,
teacher.
Edward. It's time for your class. I'll see you there next week.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you. Have a good day.